Yeah, I'm back. Never again. I'm going to make sure before I buy something like this, which is, I'm not dissing it, but yeah. I'll just be able to just put stuff on my phone until I can maybe find another camera or use the camera that's in the studio with the podcasting. But anyway, we in 1992 heard the Chronic album. You gonna see in my previous video how amazing it was, and then Doggy Style came out. That's the one I went out to buy. 1993. I went on and bought it. At that time I was working, so it was amazing. I love the dog. I love both albums. Chronic is amazing, and Doggy Style is great because I love Doggy Style because guess what? Like I said, I was trying to be the party guy. So Doggy Style was more about partying, relaxing a little bit. It had some gangster stuff on there, but I like it because it was more lighter. Chronic was more like kind of dark, but it was dope. The cuts on there were, amazing. Like I always say, Dr. Funkenstein had a son, and his name was Dr. Dre. Literally, I give that to Dr. Dre. Because, and the more I got off the hating the gangster rap shit, I found out how much of a genius he is. And so I guess that's my last part of the gangster rap thing. And plus, later on, I got into Outkast in '94. And by the time I graduated, I got more deeper into the R&B cuts. But even before I graduated, I got more into the Boyz II Men. I got into Jodeci, and around about this time, I'm getting into girls even deeper and more into relationships, and so the R&B helped with that. And of course, R. Kelly. R. Kelly, I know we don't want to, put his name out there, but he was amazing. He's a great songwriter. You can't take that away from him. You can't. And because I was and is a still big Stevie Wonder fan. Stevie Wonder, the greatest albums for me ever made was number 1, Off the Wall. Number 2, Songs in the Key of Life. I can listen to Songs in the Key of Life from beginning to end, no stops. I could literally listen to that album, Songs in the Key of Life, from beginning to end, no stops. That album is it's outrageously amazing. And Off the Wall. And everybody like Thriller. No, for me, I didn't really like Thriller like that. It was okay. It was pop. So, Off the Wall was a thing for me. And like I say, I had to put my mom in this too. Because all my uncles played, because I had one uncle, he was definitely Earth, Wind, and Fire. Winford, God rest his soul. He loved Earth, Wind, and Fire. Love Earth, Wind, and Fire. Because he was a jazz guy. Now it makes sense. You listen to Earth, Wind, and Fire, just nothing but it's jazzy. I like Earth, Wind, and Fire, but I couldn't get into Earth, Wind, and Fire like I could the Bar-Kays. And I got into the Commodores because, like I said, my Uncle Gerald played the crap out of Caught in the Act. He played the crap out of that. Down. Slipper when it's wet. Yeah, he used to play the crap out of that over and over and over and over. So, Earth, Wind, and Fire, and all them. See, I was into that. Because, see, by the time hip-hop came, like I said, in 79, I didn't understand it. And then, love Herbie Hancock, but I couldn't understand, like, dude, what is he doing? Because I knew, even though I was so young, I said, man, what is he doing? Not Planet Rock. Dun 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 dun. Forgot the name of it, but that I was like, here is a piano player, and he's cutting records. It just didn't. It was just a weird time for me. And then you think this 81, 82, they were taking the drum and making it flat, and you hit it, it's like a computer. It was just a weird time, you know. But thank God for the hip hop, because the hip hop did put some manly balance in there. Because then you had, like I said, I didn't like Prince when I first saw him. Because he had that long hair and he had a high voice. And at that time, because he said, like, at that time, right about that time, I got my doggone afro cut off. Because I was young, just playing around, put some barrettes in there. My grandma wore my ass out. She said, you ain't gonna be you ain't gonna be that. I didn't know. Hell, I was goofing off. I wasn't thinking about no shit like that. I was goofing off. I was, like I said, 6, 5, just doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? Playing around. But she tore my ass up, and then I went from the afro to the small afro to the Richard Pryor thing. Like I said, Richard Pryor is my favorite comedian of all time, all day long. But anyway, yeah. So like I said, my journey with hip hop was that. But funk played so much of a vital role for me. I didn't get into pop till 79 was because I went to visit my mom. Because like I said, I wasn't raised by my mom, I was raised by my grandma. And we went to visit her in Clarksville. And man, I heard I was, I guess my stepdad was really strict. I don't know how I was able to look at the albums. I think he looked at the albums and let me see them. Because he couldn't understand that. Because he was like, I think it was like, well, just let him look at the albums. So he wasn't starting no shit with my grandma. Because my grandma was there. So he wouldn't do that. So my grandma was like, yeah, everything. So we started pulling albums out. And I saw these young guys. I said, wow. Because you got to think, like the Gap Band, Commodores, they were like middle age back then. Like 27, 28, you know what I'm saying? Hit these young cats, and I see this one dude, like, you know what I'm saying? Got his arm around other dude, like, yeah, like these some young dudes, like dudes that play ball with. Like, who is these dudes? And I'm looking, I'm like, who are they dudes? Then I asked, I said, can somebody please play this? Doom, 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 boom, 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 boom. I said, God, dog, who in the hell? And it was the Jacksons. I wasn't introduced to the Jacksons because I just tell you, I was around my uncles, and everybody had their Pacific group that they was in love with. I'm about to almost run out of time on this video. I'm going to start the next one. I'm going to show you how I got introduced to Michael Jackson and / Prince. And it's about time for me to go back to work. So, just chill.